Hey, what's going on, guys? Marquise Robbins here from the Wealth Forever podcast, where we talk about real estate, entrepreneurship, and lifestyle. I have my great people with me here today. MoHustle, how you doing today?
Doing great, doing great. How
I
you
love it. I love it. I'm great. I cannot complain. And I have the one and only, the grind guy, in the flesh.
Hey man, hey. What's going on?
I love it, man. So, guys, we got a great episode coming up for you guys. We got a lot of great material, but most importantly, man, we're gonna talk about some things that we need to talk about as far as real estate investing, different strategies, but most importantly, like growth and some big things they have coming up in 2023. So, man, MoHustle, start us off, man. Tell us a little bit more about you.
So my name is Monique.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody calls me MoHustle. Got the name literally from the real estate family.
Okay.
Just based off of putting in the work.
Mm-hmm.
So people see you on a daily basis, not just talking about it, but actually putting in the action.
Doing it. Yeah.
So,
I like it.
You know, I was working full time, but every time that I had an off day or just any opportunity to be in the field,
Okay.
I was out there.
Okay.
So I started out wholesaling.
Okay.
My passion was to always get into development.
Right.
Always wanted to build.
Okay.
In 2017, John introduced me to a builder,
Okay.
Westside Community Builder. Shout out Tori.
Okay.
And I worked under him as an assistant project manager from February 2017 and up until the time that I got my first project going myself. So I closed on my first lot 2019 with some partners.
Okay.
And we built that. And from there, I've been on my new construction kick ever since.
I like that. I like that. So two things that kind of stood out to me was relationships. Number one, you all have had an amazing relationship since 2017. That's one of the things that made me want to build a team. Because I'm like, man, this grind guy and his team, like, they killing it, man. They make it cool to, like, do real estate, but do real estate together. So that's one thing that really stood out to me. And I've had nothing but respect for you guys since then, right? But I kind of want to go back a little bit. Number one, can you tell people what wholesaling is? You'd be surprised how many people don't know what that is. Number two, so you got into real estate while you were still working a job at the time?
Yes.
That's interesting to me.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit more.
So, I mean, a lot of people are always looking for that exit. You know?
Right.
A lot of people are big dreamers. I think everybody has dreams and aspirations. But, you know, we've been raised and taught to go to school, go get a job.
True.
You know, retire and all these things because that seems safe,
right,
secure, things like that. But one of the things that I learned throughout the course of working, and my mom told me this, she was like, you know, a company will replace you in a heartbeat.
True. Very, very true. I agree. 100%.
No matter how much they like you, they'll give you all the accolades and kudos in the
right
world. If something happens to you, they'll miss you, but guess what they have to do? They got to fill your position.
Yeah.
Right? So your loyalty to a company, because I'm a very loyal person, so your loyalty to a company can also be, it can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing, right? So one of the things that I realized is that, you know, for me being in management, so running these businesses from every day, day in, day out, you have all these ideas, but you can only go so far. You can only implement so much, but you're there to do and carry out what they want you to do.
Of course.
Their vision is, right? So I always got frustrated at a certain point.
Okay.
Because it was only so much control that I really had as far as making an impact on these businesses.
I like it.
And you think about it, it's like, dang, I'm opening these doors every morning. I'm managing my crew. You know, we're reaching goals. You know, we have to set the tone. And at the end of the day, we're locking up and going home.
Right.
So then when you see what the yearly results were, and it's just like you got the work, but your salary only reflects so much. It's like, ugh.
I like that. So would you say it sounds like you come from a management background. So would you say your management background has helped you with your developments and fixing flips and anything like that going forward?
I find myself implementing so many, really everything that I had to incorporate in a corporate structure.
Right.
Into the entrepreneurship.
Okay.
So,
I like that.
Yeah, and I mean, but that's the thing. I don't care what background you come from. You're going to find yourself taking the tools that you got from that work experience and actually implementing it in what you do as an entrepreneur. So
I like that. I think I like that because that's a bar, right? You took what you learned in corporate America and implemented it into your businesses now. I think if anybody's listening to this and you're like, damn, I want to leave this job, I hate this job, take whatever skills you've learned at that job right now and find a way to implement that in your entrepreneurship or your business when you do build one. So I think even like before we started, she was on the phone. She was like, hey, I need this amount of lumber. I need this, and I'll pay you. But send me a receipt first. I'm handling some business right now. I should get to you around this time. I was just impressed with the organization, knowing we have something else we're working on as well.
Such a valuable asset.
You know what I mean?
Such a valuable asset to the team as well. Like, that's Mo.
Yeah.
But as far as to the team, like such a valuable asset, what she brings to the team, and that's why it works.
Okay.
You know, like she said, we started the team in 2017.
Yeah.
And when we started the team,
No, we started the team in
16.
Well, the idea came together. Was it 2017 or 2016?
It might have been 2016. Excuse me. Might have been 2016.
Okay.
But somewhere around there, and we always wanted a type of team that everybody can put in work.
Okay.
And everybody can win. Like that, our team is everybody eats real estate. Everybody
like
knows
that.
this is what we're known for. We create win-win situations for everybody.
Okay.
So as long as you putting in work,
You gonna eat?
you gonna eat.
I like it, man. Again, it caught my attention. I'm like, damn, I like that. I like
Real
that. You know what I
simple,
mean?
But the kicker too. So we couldn't get that everybody eats. So the way it's spelled, people like everybody eats. So
Yeah.
you know, that's a kicker. People like to say it. They go,
It's
"What's up,
catchy though.
everybody?"
It's
Yeah,
catchy like that. It's catchy like that. I like
super
that.
catchy. So yeah,
I like it. Okay.
what she
Perfect.
brought to the team, that connection and that corporate structure,
Yeah.
that's what was needed.
We need somebody like that though.
Certain parts that you need in a team. So
Right.
You need corporate. You need structure
Okay.
because you don't have no structure. You know, we got the foundation.
Right.
If you don't have no structure, you know, your
Things
team
can go
starts-
left in a hurry. Trust me.
real
Trust
quick.
me. Trust me.
So let me add, let's kind of transition. I don't mean to take over.
No, go ahead. Do your thing. Do your thing.
So we're talking about me coming from the corporate background.
Right.
So now let's let the grind guy.
Yeah.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's
yeah.
do it. Tell the people about you. I feel like everybody knows you already, but for the people that don't, man, go ahead.
Hey, so my name is John. They call me the grind guy.
Okay.
I got this name in the real estate space. Just going to a lot of different meetups. You know, people don't understand when you go to networking events, like you have to speak. You can't be the person like a professional meeting goer. You go
Right. I like that. In the back of the room.
excited. You get excited. You like, oh, this is real estate church. You go to the meeting, you get excited.
Yeah.
You catch the real estate spirit. Right?
Yeah.
And then you go home to your significant other
And do nothing.
and do nothing. Like what happened? Like, oh, you keep going to these meetings, but what's coming from?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I always was able to point in the room who I wanted to work with and connect with individuals and
like
be
that.
able to do business with them. So I was right. Somebody called me the grind guy at a meetup. I was like, man, that sounds good. Like I'm riding home like, okay,
Yeah.
I can really use this. And at this time it's like when social media, I wasn't really heavy on social media. I wasn't really the guy that's out here talking to everybody and just really talking and showing the game at this point.
Right.
You're just grinding.
I was just grinding. So the wife was like, you need to like really show what's going on because she's seen me at zero. You know, I met my wife when I was homeless, 2009.
Wow.
I didn't have anything. So she's seen me from zero to where we are right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So before her eyes, she was like, look, people need to see this and understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because what's going on right now is like, it's every day for her is like, wow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shout out to the wife.
I like that, man. I like that. And again, that's another thing I respect about you as well, bro. Very, very family oriented, man. I love that, man. That I see that, I'm like, man, you know. And question for you, right? And I think we've talked about it before in the past. How do you balance, you know, being married, family, being a family man, and a real estate investor? Because we all know this alone takes up a lot of time.
Yes, it does.
You know, real estate investing, selling properties. Now you guys are doing some other things with real estate. How do you manage to balance the two?
Well, it's a cutoff time.
I like it.
Right.
Okay, tell me, talk to me.
Gotta have a cutoff time.
You got to put the phone down. Can't be both.
Gotta have a cutoff time.
Okay.
It's off.
Right.
He cuts off.
And the women on the team, they be like, well, John, why you gotta act like that? It's a cutoff time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that time is the time that's with family, whether it's with the wife, we about to go do something.
Right.
With our daughters, we about to go do something.
Right.
I gotta understand, I started real estate at the age of 19. I had a daughter right out of high school. So that's how all this came about. So my why pushed me into real estate versus doing something wrong because my background is other things.
I get you. Yeah.
I always been in sales, but
okay,
you know,
right. We understand. Yeah,
with that
sales is sales.
Yeah, sales. But you know, this product right here is a number one product because guess what? When we leave here, where we going?
Yeah, we and we in real estate now.
Right.
I like that
right now. So
Absolutely.
that right there for me and to balance all of that is always having to be a
right.
You know what
I love it. So question for you, right? What do you think makes you two an amazing team? You know, because I know you come have the corporate background, the management. I feel as if you see everything in black and white. Yo, this what it is. But what do you think makes you guys an amazing team?
Because I've been knowing Monique over 10 years, right?
Yeah.
And I know her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like meeting somebody and you hiring somebody.
It's not just a transactional type.
Yeah,
thing.
it's kind of like like we can have respect and be cool, right?
Yeah. Your family. You family. Yeah.
She'd be like, no, John, like, you know, or you spelt this wrong, and
Right.
you know, so you're gonna
Right.
laughing because we
I'm
gonna
big on that.
Right, okay.
big on that. So we gonna respect each other, but at the same time, when we have our little spats, is for the growth of each other. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
So she might know a little bit more than me on the construction side, or just different things that she knows, so she can have a conversation with me differently versus, you know. And then when we talk about wholesaling, we going back and forth and we bouncing off each other ideas as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's been my bread and butter the whole time. Just now getting into new construction. My team member right here was like, listen, you gonna I built mine. Y'all about to learn and jump.
Right. Okay.
So we all came together, and that's what we doing, man. And
I love it, bro. And the reason I asked that question, right? I've been in some great partnerships, some not so great partnerships, but I think if you are looking to partner with anybody in business, I think we need to have clear defined roles and understand your strengths, right, and your weaknesses or what have you, so we can kind of make sure. You know what I mean? It's very, very cohesive and stuff like that.
Let me add to your question just to piggyback.
Go ahead.
John. You know, we all come from athletic backgrounds.
Right.
So a lot of things that I look at, I look at it from an athletic background, right? So when you think about a team, you have we'll use basketball.
Okay.
You have a point guard. You have a 2 guard. You got your
Go Spartans.
You got your power forward. You got your center.
Yeah.
Nobody plays the exact same role.
I agree.
Right. So if you have the point guard that's really the head of the team, everybody else has to understand what role they need to play. If you have 5 point guards,
it ain't gonna work.
It's not gonna work. So the beauty of what we really do have as a team is that everybody brings something different to the table.
I like that.
Right. So when you look at somebody that has the corporate experience, but at the same time somebody else that has an experience of just always hustling and grinding,
more hands-on,
being hands-on.
I like that.
But knowing how to close, and like John is a closer,
right?
You know, so there are areas where I might not be as strong as him, but he can come in. And that's why when I started wholesaling, I love the JV because when I first started going to all these meetings, they're saying just bring a deal. You have all these buyers in the room.
Right.
I'm all about working smart versus harder.
Yeah.
But often because we're such go-getters, we find ourselves working hard anyway.
Yep.
So just trying to simplify the process, I said, you know what? Let me just focus on finding a deal, and then I'm gonna bring it to all these people that say that we can
and let them handle the rest.
Exactly. So the proof is in the pudding. And from there, it was just like, dang, I'm really good at relationship building. So for me, going to meeting with sellers, sitting down with people, I've contracted, and it was one older gentleman. He was like in his early 80s at the time.
Yeah.
And I wholesaled 3 properties of his. But I went over there with him one morning from like 9 to maybe 9:45, took him some coffee, and we just talked. He said, you know, I have 2 people that call me every day.
Right.
His son and a family friend.
Right.
That's it. So just me coming over there, it was genuine, and it was building rapport. A lot of people are so focused on
the sale. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Get the contract. And there's so many things that they miss along the way.
Yeah. Not knowing that real estate investing is a relationship-based business.
Yes.
You know, you have to have a great relationship with that seller. In my opinion, you have to have a great relationship with your title company or closing attorney.
Yep.
Because I've had some save my back. I'm pretty sure you guys have. Like, man,
Yeah.
you pulled that off? Really?
Yeah.
So we really clear the close.
Yeah.
I've had, man, trust me. And then last but not least, you definitely want to have a great relationship with that buyer and things like that.
And to piggyback off what Mo just said about, you know, talking with that individual and building the rapport, right? What happens when these, you know, other investors, you know, because we all in the same pool and all in the same market, and we got other investors coming from other states and investing in our market.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you know, that's why when we train individuals, we're not like, don't get on the phone like, oh, I want to buy your house.
Right.
Because that's what everybody else is saying.
Yeah, they used to that. Yeah, they used to that.
You got to have a way to build the rapport to make the person feel personable with you, per se, to make them want to sell you.
I love it. Now, question: are you guys doing any coaching right now, or where can people tap in with you?
Oh yeah, we're doing. We have a Discord.
Okay.
So we just started this Discord. We got a team member that just joined the team about 6 months ago, and her background, she came with this Discord idea. He was like, you know, we've been trying to show people the business, and when we show people the business, we close whatever.
Right.
And it doesn't. There's no connection. It's
okay.
Like, not everybody has the same how do I want to say this, has the same motive.
Right.
You might come in and it'd be money.
Yeah.
You know, longevity.
And I think that's a good point. And and again, everybody may not be interested in wholesaling. So I
Right.
think what I like about you all, you have a plethora of real estate
Exactly.
investing options.
Exactly.
Because I know when I first met you, you were doing a lot of wholesaling, and
Yeah.
then I started seeing you doing fix and flip.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna transition into the new strategy that you guys are doing, where you're killing it.
Yeah.
Where we doing new development.
New development.
We building from scratch, folks. Listen. You don't have to wholesale for your whole life, man.
No, you don't.
Wholesale, get your money right, and get into some more things.
So I'm glad you said that. So
Evolve.
if you're looking to get into real estate, and that's what the Discord is about,
Right.
right? Community, right? So you start off doing what? What's the easiest thing to do when you get in real estate?
Wholesale.
Wholesaling.
Why
Wholesaling
is it easy? Why is that the easiest thing
because
to start off in?
because wholesaling is you're actually buying paper.
Yeah.
You're buying one contract and you're selling another.
Mm-hmm.
You're just connecting dots. That's
So
what
it doesn't
wholesaling
cost
is.
you anything
It
to
don't
start?
Little to nothing. Yeah.
maybe some gas in your car. Maybe you might buy some lists, and a phone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And an internet, because now you have internet. When I got started, we were faxing deals. You got
Really.
faxing deals when I got
Man.
started. So this is back.
I don't know, grind guy. You don't look that old to me, bro.
Hey, I started at 19, y'all.
Okay. So, let me ask, can you do us a favor? Can you explain to the people like what is wholesaling, so they can kind of know? Because you never know who's listening.
Okay, so what wholesaling is really is helping somebody that's in a situation.
Okay.
Right? They inherited a property from a family member. You're actually transacting that deal
Mm-hmm.
from A to Z.
Okay.
You got an A to B over here
Mhm.
with you and the seller, and you have a B to C over here with you and the buyer.
Okay.
All you're doing is connecting dots.
So you like the middleman?
You're the middleman
Simple.
on the transaction. Once you understand that and you not try to take control, because there's a lot of people out here that don't know. They might go to YouTube University.
Of
That's why
course,
you
of
tap
course.
into the Discord and come join that university,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Because you get caught out here with you get caught out here uneducated, not knowing what
Yeah.
to do. So what you'll end up doing is shooting yourself in the foot because you're trying to control the deal. And in this business, in any business, so many different things happen.
Right.
And when they happen, you don't know what to do. Now you lose control. Now your mental's gone. When
Right,
your
right,
mental's gone, that's it. Now you're emotional.
Okay.
Now you're too tied into
So
the deal.
question for you, right? You both have been in the business a while, and I know me, I'm big on education and mentorships. How do you feel about mentorships? Like a lot of people, and that was a great point you had. People will just, I'm not gonna pay grind guy, whoever it is. I'm just gonna go to YouTube.
Right.
But then my opinion is YouTube won't hold you accountable like a real human being will that really cares about your growth. So how do you guys feel about mentorship?
It's funny because if you ask me, people ask me all the time, like, "Oh, do you offer coaching or mentorship?" I say, no, I don't.
Right.
But if you're serious about this business, what I can do is help you actually start making money.
Right.
Yep.
So I'd rather you show your level of seriousness because this really might not be for you. A lot of people think that this is what they want to do because they see people at the closing table.
They see it on YouTube.
Make it look easy.
Yeah.
Make it look easy.
Yeah.
You see them $100,000 checks. You
Yeah.
like $100,000.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
But what they don't understand is everything that it takes in the middle part to get there.
I agree.
So, for me, it's more about like, how can we make money together? Because if I were in the business of coaching,
Right,
I'm
right.
not in the field and actually like in the business
Right.
in real life,
Right.
Right.
then that's a different story. But
Right.
because every day I'm literally from sun up, before the sun comes up,
Yeah.
after it goes down,
Yeah.
I'm outside.
Right.
So it's like I can definitely find something to do with my time to help me reach my goals.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I like that.
For me personally, and that's why we started the Discord too, because now we have a central location where people can actually have access to us, and they can ask whatever questions they want, get whatever assistance they want. Every Thursday from 7 p.m.
To 8 p.m.
until it's 7 p.m. to 8, but we typically go over Eastern Standard Time. We do a live session within our Discord.
Yep.
Okay.
It's for members only,
Okay.
and we've analyzed deals.
Oh wow. Okay.
People
All the
that-
way down to the T. Like
Really?
how to make the numbers how the numbers make sense.
That's the key, people. Like again, don't just put anything on the contract. You need
Oh,
people like this to help
agree.
you run real
Woo.
numbers, man.
Have you been seeing that lately?
Man, listen.
Well, I say that I haven't been seeing it lately. I've been seeing it the last 5 years.
Oh.
About the last 5 years. Because I used to tell Mo and the team, like, yo,
Where they getting these numbers from?
no, why are we looking at the deal?
Right.
Oh, well, such and such sent me this deal. Now
No, it's not a deal.
No,
bro.
it don't make sense. The ARV after repair value.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Numbers
Yeah.
don't work. They don't
Yeah.
work.
Right.
But the ARV, the after repair value, since
Yeah.
we want to talk on terms, because not a lot of people want to show you guys the
Okay.
terms.
Listen,
When
talk,
you're in the
educate
Discord-
us, grind guy.
When you're in the Discord, you're going to get these terms, right? You got Mayo formula that we use. We
Yep.
still use that formula.
Yep.
The ratio might change depending upon who the investor is or whoever it is.
Yeah.
But these are the things that's in the Discord, and we're passionate. We've always been passionate.
Right.
So when you ask, are we coaching? Are we mentoring? We always said, at first we said yes.
Right.
And what happened with that, people were pulling each and every way.
Yeah.
When we
And they
very
fade away.
yeah, and when we very when we first started the team Everybody Eats, we pulled up in the field.
Mad deep.
It was like 25 cars,
Mm.
like people, like that many cars, like.
No.
He was looking like, what's going on? He's
It's
shooting
a
a movie.
mob.
Look,
It's a
we're-
movement.
We're in, we're in the Lakewood area.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like right in the heart of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Hood. It was hood at this time.
Yeah.
You have the whole street like with cars and people looking outside. Like,
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, but that's our movement from the beginning. That's what the end goal is.
Right.
For us. That's what we want.
Right. Okay.
But not everybody comes with those motives.
I agree.
It's different. So that's kind of like what happened. But anyway, we transitioned, and that's why we came up with the Discord. One of our team members that actually helped us start the Discord, she reached out to me about a deal. It was the same situation. She was doing this deal. At this time she was doing I want to see anyway. Though it wasn't wholesaling. She was going from another angle. I think it was what do I want to say, Mo?
Not fix and flip.
Not fix and flip. She was going from and I know it. It's just
Okay.
not there right
Question
now.
for you. Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
What all strategies do you all offer inside of the Discord? Like, what if I came to you all and I was like, hey, I'm not quite interested in wholesaling, but I may want to fix and flip or
Everything.
Okay,
Everything.
okay.
And what she was doing was subject to.
Okay, so
It just
creative
hit me.
finance.
Creative finance. That's what I was trying to say.
You know the
When I
terms,
said
they
subject to,
come up with a
yeah,
new
yeah,
term
yeah.
every day. It's
So-
creative finance.
But that's
and
what
subject
it was
to.
in my head. I'm
Right.
She was creative, but she was doing creative finance and deal.
Okay.
And she reached out to me via social media and was like, I'm doing this deal. I got this deal over here. I see you buy. I see your truck.
Yeah.
You got all this stuff on your truck. You really buying? So she was the way she presented herself was so passionate.
Right.
It was like, dang, I really need. help.
I want to
I'll
tap in
educate her.
with you. Yeah.
I'll see how hungry she is because
Right.
we don't have the time to waste. Like Mo said,
Right.
sun
Yeah.
up to sundown. We grinding.
Yeah. I like that.
And she just
So she brung the creative finance into the community as well?
no.
Okay.
I helped her because she with the way she was being trained wasn't proper.
Ah.
So I was like, look, that's not it.
Okay.
If you really want to learn,
Come this way.
hit me up.
Get down with the
Let's-
team. Let's eat.
come get down with the get down.
Right. Let's eat. Let's eat.
And then that's what happened. I would say like 30 days later, she closed her first deal, and
I
she's
love it.
been closing ever since.
I love it.
So-
Okay. Cool. Okay.
I want to touch on one
Go
more
ahead.
thing,
Do-
Murphy.
talk-
So
do your thing.
when we talk about going back to wholesaling,
Yeah.
and like John was saying, we help people that are in situations.
Mhm.
So one thing that wholesaling gets is a bad rap in the
I agree.
Oh.
It definitely
Talk that
does.
talk,
It definitely
Mo.
does.
Talk that talk.
everything. the real estate industry is so broad. That's
Yeah.
what attracted me to it because
Right.
I thought real estate. I only thought just like
Realtor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Agent. Yeah.
I didn't know like how many different avenues there are within this business.
Mm.
But say if you're in a situation, right, you're about to get foreclosed on. So guess what? You might not have time to sit there and put your house on the market.
Right.
Wait. Hope that it goes
Right.
under contract
Right,
within
right,
the
right.
time frame. You might need to close within say 15 days.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mhm.
So now your motive or your sense of urgency is all the way up here. Your level of motivation to sell is all the way up here.
Right.
So for these types of situations, that's where people like us come into play.
Yes.
Because a wholesaler, it's like an off-market agent.
Yeah.
Basically.
Pretty
Right.
much. Yeah.
It's
Pretty
just an
much.
agent without a license,
Right.
but you have to be more creative and think outside the box and have relationships with investors that are actively buying in these areas. So that's the thing. So, a lot of times people speak bad about it, and it's
Yep.
not, because at the end of the day, nobody does anything for free.
I agree.
Right.
I definitely agree.
So that's one of the things that, I definitely wanted to touch on.
Right.
Man.
Because we get a bad rap, and I just don't think that people really understand like the situations that people are in and what they need to get out in a very
I definitely agree with that. And the thing is this, guys, like it's bad realtors out here. It's bad brokers out here. It's at any industry, it's gonna be some people that just not ethical or not doing great business.
Every business is going.
It comes with it, man.
anything that has to do with money.
It comes
You're a
with it.
doctor, lawyer.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
life.
Right.
There's
Life.
life. You're not gonna have not everybody is gonna care about the other individual.
Right. Right.
You don't move like that.
Right.
It's me and Mo could sit here and tell you guys and be real with you guys. We've taken less on deals for relationship.
Yeah.
And now guess what? That same individual that just sold
It's
that
still
house
doing business with you.
came back. Hey,
That's
John,
that's
Monique,
the bar though. That's
I
the
got
bar though.
like 3 other houses that's in our family, and we getting all these phone calls, but I know how you guys work, and we respect y'all.
Yeah.
And that's when
We
they
have
come
some
back.
buyers right now that
Buyers, too.
before they put a house on the market because they have a rental portfolio
Yeah.
that they're slowly but
Sellers.
surely letting go. But before they get to put it on the market, they'll call and say, "Do you want this?
Are you guys interested?
Can you get it sold
Yeah.
before we put it on the market?"
Yep.
So those are the type of
Relationships.
Things, like,
Relationships
exactly.
is so key.
Mm.
The relationships are so key, man, because relationships, it ain't about money. It's about relationships.
Yeah.
Because money you can't buy relationships. And the relationships
agree.
that you get within business
Yeah.
is unheard of.
I definitely agree with that.
That's how we and I have been able to
Right.
sustain myself in this business. When I lost everything
Yeah.
and I got back in, it was relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when I came back in 2012, I came swinging
Mm.
like hard.
Right.
Like, it was like everybody's looking like, yo, where he come from?
Yeah.
Some people that knew me prior to the business, like prior
So
to the
so
crash,
question for you. So when you came back in 2012, were you the grind guy then, or were you John?
I've always been the grind guy.
Okay, so you always been the grind
So
guy.
that
Okay,
name
cool.
just registered.
Okay.
I've always had that hustle. My family had talked, tell you and
Okay.
everything. Like he's always had that entrepreneurial spirit.
Okay.
He's always just been a hustler.
I'm with it. I like it. I like it. I like it.
When they said that name, it was like, damn, like yo, that name.
That hit. It's
It
me.
hit.
I'm him.
Like, yeah. So I woke up the next day. I really got started. And
Yeah. Okay,
put
so
everything
You know
together.
what's crazy?
talk to me.
When they start calling him, like when people in the industry start calling him the grind guy,
Right.
the MoHustle thing came right around the same
Yep.
time.
Right.
Yep.
And it was like that's what people call it. It was like you were labeled that. Like,
Yeah.
you
Yep.
go create this brand.
Yeah, it was a brand without you even
Exactly.
trying to like force it into a
But
brand.
they saw it in you already.
Yeah.
When
It's
we go to-
organic.
when we go to meetups and we go to meetings and we would be pre-COVID,
Yeah.
we out here. Like,
Right.
people like, yo, I just seen you in the field all day because now you're finally on social media.
Right.
Now you at this meetup tonight.
Right.
When do you? That's what they start asking me at. When you sleep? Hey, look, I sleep later. I remember when I was broke. Why
Yeah,
you go
nah,
to-
nah,
Why you go to
seriously.
closings? Why you don't have a transactional
Yeah.
engineer? Because I remember what it felt like not to
have
be
a
able to
check.
close.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I like it.
You know
I
what
like
I'm
it.
saying?
Go ahead, Mo.
Question. You keep talking about when you were homeless and when you were broke. So
Mm-hmm.
you started real estate out of high school.
Mm.
Okay. So you said that you were homeless and broke around 2008.
2008 going into 2000
Right.
at the beginning. Let me
So during the
Talk about-
crash,
hold on.
good.
So talk about pre 2008. So when you started,
Oh,
because you
my
were very
goodness.
successful. So
Whew.
for those that don't understand, because people can look and say, "Oh, you were homeless," and then you
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
No.
Tell people about that. whole
Pre-market
experience.
crash. Let me tell y'all, it wasn't a lot of young people doing it, right? And it wasn't a lot of us doing it. When I say
wholesaling.
us, no, yeah, we didn't even call it wholesaling.
Okay.
There was no term. It was like we flip it.
Really
Yeah, that wholesaling term just came up after the crash, bro.
interesting.
Like they changed different names. and
Hey,
different
I'm learning by the way, folks. I
wholesaling
love it.
came, they gave it. They labeled it. We called it flipping.
Okay.
I've it's funny because I've done some transactions with some individuals where there was paper, like round paper bags
Oh, cash.
of cash.
Wow.
We've done contracts on paper napkins, like because we didn't have, like, people weren't having contracts.
I've heard that
There
before.
was no
Tabletop
internet.
closing or something
Yeah,
like
there
that.
was
Yeah.
no internet. Like we
Yeah.
didn't have an internet to like be walking around. So people had little contracts they walk around with.
Right.
But if you just happen to be outside, like I just always stayed outside. I was a member of a RIA group. It was only one RIA group. A RIA group, you guys, is a real estate investment association.
Right.
They're located in every city, every state. If you want to get in this business, you need to be there because those are the individuals that are actually doing the business, right?
Yep.
So that's what I did. I became a member. I was in there every day, all day. This is my first deal. I'm looking up pre-foreclosures. That's why I got started knocking on doors.
Yeah.
So I'm not from here. I used to drive and look at all these houses.
You didn't have on a Yankees cap or nothing like that, did you? Because we would have knew you weren't from here.
Nah, I didn't have on a Yankees cap. I
Okay.
was strategic about that as well because people that's from Atlanta, like they really be like, I'm from Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm from Atlanta.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to
yeah,
deal with
yeah.
somebody that's from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Boy from up north.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of fast talking.
Yeah. So
Exactly. That's why I asked.
and I had to learn because when I went to Alpharetta, the nice pretty houses,
Yeah.
you got to dress a certain way.
Yeah.
So you got to be that chameleon and adapt. And
No,
that's
yeah,
how I
seriously.
handle myself.
But
You go to the hood.
But touch on the success that you had, and
I'm
then
going there.
the bottom.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah,
Let me just
let's
go
get
straight to
there.
the success. Okay. She want to go straight to the success. Like I was broke for 3 months. My very first deal closed, made $10,000.
Right.
This is pre-foreclosures.
Right.
After that, I was like, it's real. I can do this. Right. I really can do this. Hey, I hit the ground running so hard. I went to the RIA meetup right after that. Everybody knew who I was. They had heard about the deal because I called every business card I ever had because I was getting business cards from this RIA group.
Right.
Then it just really funneled. Like they was like, yo, you outside? You got another deal?
Right.
Here go a checkbook right here. I'll write you a check right now.
No.
I used to go to the courthouse steps. That's where all the buyers is at.
True. They still there, by the way.
And they still there. Courthouse steps. You want to find buyers? Go to the
They
courthouse
at the
steps.
courthouse steps,
Guess
bidding
what?
on properties.
They're bidding on houses.
Yeah.
You can actually go to the courthouse steps and get all the buyers
Yeah.
First Tuesday of every month.
the
here.
first Tuesday
Seriously.
of every single month. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
I built my buyers list. And then everybody, that's when they saw me. John, you got a deal? Yeah, I got like 3 of them right now. Okay, I want them. They ain't even going to look at the houses. The
Wow.
numbers there,
Sight
it makes
unseen.
sense, sight unseen. And the spreads on these deals, y'all, this is pre-crash. Okay? There was $80,000 spreads.
Whew.
Wait.
It was, like an average spread was like 40 to the average, like
On
40.
average,
like
that's
40.
crazy.
Man, listen.
Now, when you hear everybody say make $5,000 to $10,000 a month, wholesaling real estate, it was just different at this time, and it was a lot of money being made, and I was moving. Let's say this, I was moving recklessly.
You were
Yeah.
turning up.
Yeah.
I was a young guy, had all the money.
How old were you around this time?
I had my daughter at 19, so right after 19, I was like 20, 21.
20. Wow.
Like I was closing on deals, but 2020, that 2021 to 25, 26.
yeah.
Man, listen.
Yeah.
A lot of money was made. Like people ask me, well, how many deals have you done? Well over 1,000.
Yeah.
I lost count. Like, cause I was keeping count
Mhm.
for things like this, like just to keep count. But
Yeah.
I
What were some lessons you learned from that specific time period in your life? Because I know when I was 21, 22, I was dead broke in college, struggling, calling my mom to help pay bills.
Yeah.
But you making that type of money at such a young age. What were some lessons you learned, you know what I mean, from there? Because at that point,
balance,
nobody can tell you anything.
balance, because I was out of control.
Right.
Young dude with money in Atlanta at this time.
On top of the world.
On top of the world for real. This time Atlanta was crazy. Monday through Sunday party clubs, different outfit for every event. Everywhere I went, I had something different. Like I was the guy.
Right.
So, with that being said, that's how I was moving. So when the market 2008 come, one of my best years in real estate.
Right.
My birthday month in March, I sold over 35 houses to a hedge fund, not
Really?
knowing that the market was
In
crashing.
1 month.
In
Wow.
1 month. Yeah, 1 month.
Wow.
So as the market's crashing, I don't even know. I'm like, I got it. It's real estate. You just
Yeah, I'm good.
contract the deal.
I'm good.
It's gonna be foreclosed. It's gonna be man. By the end of 2008, because of my lifestyle, I was broke.
No.
I lost everything
Wow.
because of the lifestyle.
Over leveraged.
The Magic City Mondays.
Yeah.
Everything. I can name them because I was there.
Yeah.
Taboo.
All that. Every just hanging out, just doing all the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? Not really setting myself up for like I should have been setting myself up.
Right.
Because those 35 houses that I sold, I got for dirt cheap.
Right.
I could have held on to those houses.
Could have kept the few.
Those same houses right now, 25. Well, I would say at least 25 of those houses right now are in the 300,000s,
Wow.
and I was getting them for like 25 and
That's crazy.
30,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
You were very liquid, and if you would have known to actually,
Didn't
purchase something-
didn't know. You just
Exactly.
be when you liquid and you get. So this is for the new people.
Yeah. Yeah.
You out here, you getting money. You've been doing this for about 4 or 5 years. It's
Right.
it's easy. It's I got it now, right? Pay attention to the market.
Yep.
Pay attention to what's going on.
Oh,
Add
really
other tools to your tool belt.
like
Don't
that.
just be a wholesaler.
You talking. You in your
Because
bag
when
right
the
now,
market
grind guy.
crashed,
Yeah.
When the market crashed, I was only one-dimensional, right? I didn't know how to fix and flip. I didn't know. I didn't have any rentals. I didn't have all these things. So
Yeah.
by not having those things, that's what landed me where I was at. So make sure you add other tools to your tool belt so you don't have to, you won't be in that situation.
what's crazy? The very first seminar that I went to was a thin mural seminar.
Same. Yep.
It was very short. So you hear these commercials on the radio, learn how to flip houses using other people's money. So I went. And it's so funny because their story for their experience in 2008 was the complete opposite of John.
Total different.
So when the market crashed, because they weren't one-dimensional,
right?
They were prepared for this crash because not only were they wholesaling houses, flipping houses, they also had rental portfolios.
Right.
So now that the market crashed and people are getting foreclosed on and losing their homes, the demand for rentals went up.
Of course.
So everything that they had became occupied, and now people are still reaching out to them. So they were like, you know what? We need more properties. Yep. And then because properties were so low then, they were able to buy low, renovate to get them rent ready, and get them occupied and get that residual income. So then later when the market picked back up, now they have properties that they can continue to generate income on, or they can sell them as is and make profit on top of the money that they've already generated.
Or refinance them.
And this is what's so important, you guys. Pay attention. If we're seeing things like where they're saying the banks have billions of dollars and they're coming to buy property, pay attention. I'm only saying this because I know it's people out here. I know everything been sweet, but it's gonna get unsweet.
Yeah.
I only can tell you because of the experience, my own personal experience. Make sure you're tapping in and you're snatching up property. If you don't own a house, you need to own a house.
Right.
Get you some assets.
Right.
Office space. Get you some assets. Something because
I like that.
It pretty soon, the way everything's going, there's not going to be any properties. Everything's going to be for rent. It's going to be high. Y'all going to feel like y'all in New York, Chicago, LA.
Right.
I'm telling you. So pay
I want to add on to something you said earlier, right? Number one, I think we all can agree. Real estate investing is cyclical, people, meaning it can be up now, it can be down now. I mean, up now, it can be down later. For example, you're telling me the crash in '08, and then now the market is correcting right now, right? And number two, if it happened to him then, don't think it can't happen to you. So please take heed of what they're saying. Get you some assets, right? Get you some assets and understand you need more than one strategy. Because there's a lot of people probably listening or probably a lot of people in the community that we both know who only have one strategy right now. And they're like, damn, I got this $30K overhead. Deal's not closing. What the hell is going on? Is it me? What's going on wrong? So guys, please add some more strategies to your tool belt, right? Number two, understand that the market is cyclical, meaning it could be up and down. So you need to be paying attention to that, and don't think it can't happen. Don't think it can't happen to you, man.
Right.
Seriously.
And that's what I thought. But make sure this too, because we're not going to see another 2008.
Right.
It's different.
Yeah.
Real estate has ups and downs, but it's going to be a different type of cycle. That's
Right.
why I said make sure you're owning some type of asset.
I agree.
See what I'm saying?
I agree.
Now you have an asset, you can leverage that asset and make other things happen.
I love it. So speaking of assets, guys, I want to go into. So we've talked about the past, current. What's to come? What's to come, and what are you working on right now? What's the big projects you guys are working on right now? Because I know you got some things we have yet to talk about.
So we currently have some new construction projects that we just finished at the tail end of. So we did 3 new construction builds in historic College Park. So there was an opportunity that came to me. There was a lady that had been trying to sell these 3 lots. Sits right on the corner, right in the best pocket in the neighborhood. And
Literally.
Really?
Yep. And I presented it to John and Courtney.
Yeah.
And
One of the business partners.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Courtney's been doing flips. He's been not killing it. Flipping. John's been wholesaling. He had a flip. Some other, smaller like renovations. But once I did my first new construction, and that was what I always wanted to do, because when I was project managing for these investors, these old houses that you renovate, you demo the walls, and you just run into all types of things, and it becomes a headache.
Right.
And it's something that I stopped enjoying because I'm visiting other builders' job sites, and I'm just seeing how clean and smooth the new construction process is. And I'm just like, man, I gotta that's what I want to do.
Right.
That's what I want to do. So
Right.
once I get in position and I'm ready to actually do my first own project, it's gonna be a new construction build.
Okay.
So once I did it, I told John, oh, y'all are about to get your feet wet. And
Right.
so
Okay.
you get one, and I get one. And that's what we did.
So you led the charge on this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, I
Mo
love it.
definitely
Yeah,
took
okay.
full charge on it.
Man, so
But
so tell us more about
But
these.
that
Go
goes
ahead,
back.
John.
That goes back to everybody eating.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
When Mo started that side, when she got introduced to the builder that she was referencing, Tori. Shout out to Tori.
Right.
That it was one of my renovations, like a big high end flip for me.
Okay.
I added 700 square feet onto a home. You know what I'm saying?
I do remember that. I
Yeah,
do remember
so-
that. Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 levels. So it for me. This is in Westview community. This is like major. It was like it felt like new construction to me because of the way when you're doing new construction and renovations, it's all about budget, budget and balance.
Okay.
Understand it.
Okay.
So Bo was project managing that. So when she got the opportunity after we sold this property, and she got the opportunity for herself, which was a driving for dollars lead, you guys.
Okay.
That I was supposed
That
to
she was
wholesale.
supposed to wholesale.
Right.
Deal fell through. Numbers don't make sense because it got all these liens on it. But the seller was what? Motivated, highly motivated to sell. She didn't do nothing wrong. He kept calling her.
Right.
Let me tell you something. On that deal, all these liens came up when title came back. So the buyer said, I don't want this, right?
Right.
And at the end of the day, like, I always feel like there's a solution to every problem.
Right.
And it may take 3 months, it could take 10 months, it could take a year.
But we can get it done.
We can get it done.
Right.
And the man, he was literally desperate to sell this. So talked to Paviel Dort, shout out to Pavi. And she told me how we could work it. We worked it and we made it work. So,
Okay.
And not giving up on the deal. This is
Right.
what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
the mindset, if you don't have a proper mentor, coach,
Right.
you're not affiliated, there's nobody holding you accountable.
Right.
Don't think me and Mo ain't had conversations with Mo. Was like, John, I can't take this shit no more.
Right. I'm tired. I'm tired of dealing with
I
it.
cried one
Yeah.
day. John was like, I was sitting in my living room and I was on the phone. He was like, let it out, Mo. I'm saying,
Right.
I'm about to go get me another job. He was like, no, you're not. No, you're not. He was like, go through it. And then after about 45 minutes, I was like, man, this is some bullshit.
I gotta suck it up.
Hey, and went right back out there and got a deal.
This
Like,
is what I did, John. I was like,
Right.
and I got up, and then guess what? I think within 1 week, I had a wholesale deal under contract,
Right.
closed, and
right back to it.
And we back to it.
But we hold each other accountable. So that again, that bounced off of her.
Yeah.
Her doing her first new construction.
Yeah.
She's like, I gotta go back to the team.
Yeah.
That's the loyalty. That's what I mean. So when
Yeah, I agree with that.
So-
I like that.
It's
So
not about me.
so when you ask about like what like our relationship, business relationship, like how does that work? That's how it works. We're gonna continue to feed off each other. We're gonna continue to create win-win situations. Like
I love it.
Yeah.
this is
That's
what it
why
is.
when people come to us, it's about, if you're really serious, we'll show you how to do it and make
Right.
money. You just have to put the work in.
Right.
Proper mindset.
That's it.
We don't want if first thing I want to know is what is your why?
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing this? Why do you want me to help you do this? You know what I'm saying? Because we can't be, if every person that reached out to us, we was like, we gonna help you.
Yeah.
We will fail because we can't help everybody.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't really want to be helped.
No,
they want to
they
be
think
they
they
want to
wanna
be
be helped.
associated with real estate
Yeah.
investing, and they don't want to necessarily do the work that really get to the top. I definitely agree with that, but I want to ask you something. What have been some of the biggest challenges with these new construction deals?
Ooh,
And do you prefer new construction over the fix and flip
good
model?
question.
Because I know a lot of guys and ladies out here, they're stuck in that fix and flip mode. Like fix and flip. Like I reach dig in, man. Because I've never done one, but you have me excited. I may want to do one in 2023.
So my experience for me, I can tell you my experience for me, and Mo's gonna tell you her experience. For
Perfect. Let's do it.
This is my first one. This is Mo's second one. For me, you guys, we're doing this in the midst of COVID.
Okay.
So who's gonna come first on the food chain?
Right.
If you're doing residential, new construction, commercial, right? So if everybody got that bulk, different type of money, we're just doing single family homes.
Right.
People over here really doing development, like
Big time stuff.
big, like they're building a whole subdivision, or they're building apartment buildings, or they're building in cities and buildings. So they get first right.
Right.
We're losing on windows,
Wow.
window order messing up,
Wow.
out 4 to 6 months.
Right.
No work being done. You know what I'm saying? Just little things like that. We had a variance. We had to go through a variance process because there's water. Anytime there's water near a property, it was just different things that we were learning as we were going through this process, because we built from the ground up. When we built these properties, there was nothing there but land,
Okay.
right? So we had to go through everything.
Okay.
And you have to have a solid foundation. So we have relationships. We tapped in with a builder, right? Because the first person that we went through, it didn't pan out. You know what I'm saying? We went through an architect that was supposed to get everything right for us to be able to knock this thing out.
Right.
Didn't happen that way. So those are things in time.
Right.
We've had these lots for quite some time.
Okay. So it's a lot of small intricate details that go on
so
when you're doing this type of
like
stuff.
the management and the scheduling. So different things like that. And within that, you know, the values and the areas have went up. So we went from, you know, at one number to a totally different number. So
Really?
Yes, like totally different number. We were looking at a much smaller number. We ain't gonna talk like numbers.
Right. Can you give us like an estimate? We don't want to know the property addresses, but can you give us an estimate of what you think? Yeah.
So when we closed on the lots, we were anticipating a listing price, a conservative number of $640.
Wow.
Conservative.
Okay. Yeah.
So mine appraised for $925.
Wow. Really?
That's all we saw. That's all we got to say.
That's crazy, man. That's
Now,
crazy.
But you do have to remember, you still have your all-in cost. So don't look at that gap and just start trying to count the price.
Yeah.
And we haven't closed.
Yeah, don't be trying to get ready for Magic City just yet, man. Hold on.
No. We on to the next.
Right.
We got to keep this thing
We
going.
got other ones in the pipeline.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and John actually has another one already in.
Really?
Yeah.
So Mo, can you kind of break down those costs per se for the people? So what if somebody's interested in new construction, and you're saying what kind of costs? What are they looking to have to pay out here?
So the most important thing that I tell people all the time is you have to buy right.
Okay.
Right. So with a lot, one of the things that you always want to know is, was there ever a house there?
Correct.
Or is it just raw land? Okay. So now if it's raw land, meaning that there was never a house there, you don't have existing underground plumbing. So now you have to know how far is your property from the sewer main, right? So your sewer main could be right outside of the property on the street,
right?
Or it could be further down in the cul-de-sac. So what does that mean? The amount of work that the plumber is going to have to do to tie into that main that's all the way in the cul-de-sac is going to cost you X number of dollars, right? So when you're analyzing these deals, you definitely want to first and foremost contact the general contractor that you've already vetted, right? So before you even start finding a deal, the first thing you need to do is vet a general contractor.
Yeah. When you say vet, can you give us a few gems on that? Because
yes,
I know we all had heard shady stories about contractors.
So I'm big on, people call me and say, hey, I was referred to you by this person for project management services.
Right.
I give them addresses of projects that I'm currently working on.
I like that.
Right. I like you to come see what I'm doing versus me just telling you.
Right.
So I have a short conversation, but then I invite them out and give them addresses to multiple properties. So when you contact the GC, what are the last 3 to 5 properties that you've completed?
Okay.
And do you have references that you can give me? So now you can actually contact those individuals that they did the work for and get the feedback on the quality of work that they did. Okay. And if they're hesitant or reluctant to give you that information,
red flag
automatically. Right.
And if you're reaching out to individuals and they're available, that's another red flag. Why are you available?
You should be working.
You should be working harder than anybody.
I like it.
Or unless you have systems set up. There's some GCs, general contractors.
Yeah, they
systems.
Yeah,
they're still working, but their systems, like our GC that we used on on these properties, these 3 properties, they have systems all in house.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
In place.
Everything, and it was a smooth process.
And they got people subcontracted out and all that type of stuff. I know a few people like it. Okay, that makes sense. So contractor, plumbing. What other type of costs would occur with this?
So of course your cost to build. One of the biggest things that everybody experienced when COVID hit was the influx in prices. So lumber costs.
I heard about that. Okay.
Windows, like John said.
Yeah.
And then with COVID too, because people were home, people were doing a lot of home repairs.
Right.
So in addition to your contractors, the big builders making these big bulk orders, you also have people now that are doing things at their home.
Right.
So now it's just harder to get materials. So you definitely need to be aware of where materials costs are and know what's going on with the economy and the market too, so you can have an idea of how things may fluctuate.
I like that.
So based on that, the general contractor should be able to let you know what their cost to build per square foot is, including materials and labor.
Okay.
So now you know if you want to build a 3,000 square foot home and the cost to build that home is say $140 per square foot. Now you know what your budget is, your estimated budget is, and then now based on that ARV, you know what you need to purchase for.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
Now also, with land, survey. Okay.
Very important.
With the contractor that John was the architect that John was speaking on, that cost us some time.
And money.
Oh, I'm a one-stop shop. So I'll do the plans, I'll get the survey, blah, 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 blah. He only got a boundary survey.
Right.
A boundary survey is just going to identify the boundaries of the property.
Right.
Okay. When you're building, it has to include the topography. Okay. So that deals with the levels and the heights and things like that. So all of those things have to be included when you're submitting plans to the city.
Yes.
It's also going to show like easements that run through the property or anything that's on the property that could not allow you to build. Because people look at land and say, oh, this
I can
is
just
nice.
throw anything on
I'm
it.
gonna go and they buy it and they get stuck with it.
Right.
And then now you see, well, why is this for sale?
Right.
Because they bought and didn't do research on the property, but they're stuck with it.
Yep.
So people, it sounds like make sure you do your due diligence, right?
Always.
You have to, especially
Always.
with this type of investment.
Always. It don't matter. Wholesaling, fix and flip,
Yeah.
rent, buying homes, new construction. You're in a business that can either it's going to help, which can cost you.
Right.
Either way, you're gonna
Right.
pay one way or another.
Right.
So
Right.
you might as well join a team, join a community that
Right.
will be able to help assist you along the way.
I love it. Okay. Got it. So we got a new construction going. What else do you guys have coming up in 2023?
So actually, John and I started a podcast last year called
Perfect.
Hustle and the Grind.
Okay. Cool.
Hustle, the Grind.
Okay,
Guy,
okay.
Just the Hustle and the Grind.
We'll make sure we drop the social media handles below.
Because we on there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So any last words for the people before we get out of here, man? Grind guy, you want to start us off?
Man, hey, stay humble, stay motivated,
Okay.
and go get it, man. It's plenty of opportunity out here. Just make sure you're strategic on your moves and how you move. Make sure you're joining these communities. Make sure you're vetting the people in the communities that you're joining too. If you come to us like, oh, we want to know, can you guys really close deals? Go down that timeline. Go down that social media page. Look, people that have joined the team previously to now, they've
Right.
always looked at what we had going on, and that's how they connected. They were like, man, you really wholesale on it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's genuine.
Yeah. Now we scale back from all posting our closings,
Right.
because it's everybody's kind of doing it now.
Yeah.
It's like a fad now.
Yeah.
So we changed that transition. We don't have to post. You know
Right.
what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Here, post this. How about we post some land that's being developed?
Let's do that. Yeah.
let's
Some
do
growth.
that.
Some growth in the business.
Yeah,
I like
some
it,
growth.
man. I like. So where can they find you on social media?
You can find me at The Real Grind Guy on TikTok, at The Real Grind Guy on Instagram,
Okay.
and at Everybody Eats, EERRBODY_RE on Instagram. That's the team. And you can find us on TikTok at Everybody Eats Real Estate 1.
Perfect. Got it. MoHustle, talk to her. Drop some last gems on us, and where can we find you as well?
All right. So if I ever email you or if you go to my IG page, my tagline is embrace the grind, love the hustle.
I like that.
Okay. Embrace the grind. You have to embrace what you go through.
Okay.
A lot of people, as soon as things don't work out in their favor or it gets hard, they quit and they run back to what's comfortable for them.
Right.
So embrace being uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like the lessons learned, losses are lessons learned.
Right.
And don't be ashamed. Don't feel like, oh, I'm embarrassed or I failed. No, you didn't, because that's how we learn.
Right.
And everybody that has a success story has a story of failing.
Yep.
They had some roadblocks.
Mm-hmm.
They had some things that they had to hurdle and jump over.
Definitely agree.
So embrace it, and understand that as long as you just keep putting in the work day in and day out, the results are going to come.
Facts.
Embrace
I definitely agree with that, man. It was a pleasure to have you guys on.
Thank you for
I'm excited, man. Just the growth going from wholesaling.
Shout out.
You can follow me on Instagram.
Yeah.
Please do.
MoHustle MoHustle 810, and TikTok. I just set it up, so but go ahead and
Oh
follow.
Lord.
It's MoHustle
Okay.
_the THE_she builder.
And we also
Okay.
want to give a huge shout out to Marquise, man.
Oh,
We
yeah.
appreciate
it, man.
for giving us the opportunity on this platform.
We got to give a shout out to Marquise because Marquise came into the business, right?
Oh, most
And
definitely.
He and his team, they were
Yeah.
systematizing things.
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
John and I, we out in the streets, like we're outside grinders. So when
Yeah.
it comes to all these different systems and tools and things like that,
Yeah.
Marquise took the time.
Oh, yes, he
Oh,
did.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Myself, John, and our
Courtney.
other partner,
Yeah.
Courtney. And we got to thank you because
No problem.
you
Yes.
have to do that.
No
And
problem at all.
Everything that you knew and
Yeah.
everything that was working for you, you shared that with this.
Yeah.
So don't be selfish with knowledge. Because
Yeah.
Yes.
as
I agree.
people- let me say this real quick because I'm really passionate about this.
Yeah.
As a people,
Right.
Black people, we got to do better.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got to do better. We got to stick with each other, and we got to start teaching each other everything that we know because we're not going to be able to change the narrative.
Mm.
It starts with us.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is even part of why I do what I do.
Yeah.
Because it gives us opportunity to give back and pour into our community.
And
No, you good.
And
you
as
good.
well-
That's real though. That's real.
as well too. This is why when the market came back open, you know, I'm a believer. So I was like, God, I got to do something to give back. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you saw these words of the month.
Right.
You know, that's to motivate and inspire you, whoever it is. Because, you know, you go scrolling down your social media page, you see all the killings, the deaths, the ignorance,
Yeah, all the negativity.
you know, of our people. So why not see somebody that look like you, that can dress like you,
Right.
that's just like you, that's giving out some game, some positivity to motivate you on your everyday journey. So that's where y'all get the words of the month, man. They come
I love
back
it. I
in
love
January.
So what's the word next month? Are you gonna get? You can't give it to
the
it
word
yet?
this month right now. So I went live the other day.
Okay.
So, we so busy and there's so many things going on and there's
Right.
highs and lows and
Right.
ups and downs and you just all over the place,
Right.
right? Because that's what this business is. It's
Yeah.
an emotional roller coaster, right? Even for me, the word for the month of December 2022 to close out 2022
Okay.
is finish. Finish
I
what
like
you
it.
Finish.
started.
Finish
that-
the month. Finish the week.
Finish the month, finish the week, finish that book,
And finish
finish
the
that
year.
podcast, finish that year, finish
Yeah.
those projects, finish what you started.
I love it, man. I love it, man. So again, we got MoHustle GrindGuy. Make sure you guys tap in and follow them on social media, man. It was a pleasure to have y'all on.
Thank you for
Wealth Forever podcast, where we talk about entrepreneurship, lifestyle, and real estate. Thank y'all for having us on.
Appreciate it. Let's go.